Are you a Kuan Yin, like Princess Diana turned into after being a Persephone? Are you an Isis, like Queen Elizabeth II? Are you an Athena, like Meghan Markle? Are you a Freya, like Kate Middleton? Or an Aphrodite? Or are you an Inanna, goddess of sexuality and sensuality, like Dita Von Teese or Marilyn Monroe? Or could you be maybe along the lines of a Lilith, like Angelina Jolie? All of these goddess archetypes represent a different essence or energy to them, and you can find your own goddess archetype by taking quizzes. They have them online, or you can just center yourself, light a candle, and invoke the energy of the goddess and ask the goddess to come to you and ask which goddess it is that's speaking to you, that's trying to speak through you, that's trying to give your heart and your soul a voice. Now, I don't worship these goddesses, but I do channel their energy through my heart and soul, through the divine feminine. As women, depending on what culture you're from, we don't have a lot of female archetypes and role models that are mainstream in our society. We have male ones. We have the foreboding, disapproving, angry father god. But we don't have many maidens and mothers and harlots archetypally to channel our essence of ambition, our essence of love, our essence of sexuality into, our essence of nurturing and mothering into. And all of these archetypes can be found in famous and notable women, but also in ourselves. And what I do, if I'm looking to channel anything, and this is a romance soy candle, it smells like rose, beautiful, so it's very feminine essence, feminine energy. Take a red or pink candle and light it. Any incense of your choice. I don't have any with me, so we're just gonna, I need another lighter. I don't have any incense with me, so we'll just say that that's what we did, but you take a candle, you light some incense, and you say, oh goddess, goddess, within me, reveal to me the essence of who I am. Oh goddess, within me, reveal to me the essence of who I am. Oh goddess, within me, reveal to me the essence of who I am. Now, you just leave that candle, and then that name should come to you. Now, Princess Diana is more along the lines, originally, of Persephone. Persephone had a very unfortunate story. And I'm giving these stories as examples of how you can find your own goddess archetype by giving examples of famous people and why they are certain goddesses. She originally was a Persephone. She was sold off like a broodmare to a prince. She was told that her worth was through reproduction. She was trapped in the palace and felt like she was forcefully, allegedly made to do things, to keep up appearances that she didn't want to. Much like Persephone felt trapped every time she had to go down to Hades with the underworld lord, or the underworld god, every season, and that's why it would turn to fall and then to winter, because she was no longer there to make things spring and blossoming. Diana eventually evolved into Kuan Yin. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, you can correct me. She is an Asian goddess of compassion, of love, and nurture. She morphed into that because she expressed all of the pain and all of the hurt she was feeling into nurturing victims of landmines, into nurturing and holding victims, especially children, and giving forth her compassion to them. She became a symbol of compassion and what the retranslation of the royal family and their charities meant. Now, Elizabeth I is more of the symbol of the very powerful goddess of the one that probably many of you know, of Isis. Isis is one of the most powerful deities ever to have existed. She has magical abilities. Her role is the mother of the world. She is viewed as the protector of the world. Now, Queen Elizabeth I may just be a figurehead to many, but she has been around and she has had such a long reign. She's almost taking the place that Victoria once had, the longest reigning monarch, the mother of the world, the mother or grandmother of Europe. Elizabeth II has very much become that in her reign being so long and being a symbol, not just a person, for England and for the world. Isis is a very powerful symbol. If I said Ishtar earlier, I apologize, I confused it, but Isis would be her symbol. Now, when we go to somebody like, I threw in some people who are not the royal family, Dita Von Teese. Dita Von Teese is an Inanna. Inanna is very much the temptress. She is of sensuality and sexuality. She was an ancient Sumerian goddess, and channeling her, you would burn red candles, wear red, maybe even dye your hair red. And there is a Wendy Rule song called Inanna that you could listen to. She's very much the temptress and the sexual side of ourselves that she expresses dominantly, Dita Von Teese. Then the next one would be Athena. She is the mother, but also she is the patron goddess. She is the leader goddess. She has a little bit of a masculine energy, but she still remains feminine. She is the goddess who knows what she wants, leads others into war. Now, Meghan Markle is not leading others into war, but she is self-assured and knows what she wants and has a good balance of masculine and feminine. That is where I see her falling more into Athena. Now, Freya, a Norse god, much like Aphrodite, is very much about motherhood, femininity and softness. I see Kate Middleton in her. Kate Middleton is very creative and once pursued photography. It was her passion as well as the arts. Now children and children's causes are her passion, much like Freya, the mother goddess. Now, deciphering what goddess you are is not always going to come to you at first. You know, maybe you're even a Lilith, like Angelina Jolie, that dark, I will not lay under any man energy. She was called actually a demon in Jewish mythology or old Jewish texts, where Lilith later became a feminist symbol of a woman who does not lay beneath a man, of a woman who does not let a man dominate her. Angelina Jolie is much like the dark side of Lilith in that she is known as an alleged man-eater. So whatever goddess you end up being, that is not necessarily a goddess to worship unless that's what you'd like to do. It is a goddess to embrace and invoke within your energy. And then when you find the goddess, when you say goddess, goddess, come to me. For example, if your goddess archetype happens to be Inanna, right? I went from a Diana a little bit more into an Inanna currently, just to share with you. I went from a Diana or Artemis archetype a little bit more into an Inanna lately. Diana is of strength, Inanna is of passion and sensuality. What you would say, for instance, if you have Diana or Artemis as your archetype, let's just throw out that name because that's a popular one that people tend to resonate with. She's the one of strength, of the moon, and the woman unto herself. She often actually symbolizes Virgo, even though she is the goddess of the moon. She's not symbolizing Cancer. She is of the hunt, and she is very young-spirited and independent. So what you would say is, Diana, Diana, come to me, come to me, come to me, give me the message I need to hear, so mote it be. Diana, Diana, come to me, give me the message I need to hear, so mote it be. And you can either sit silently or look at the candle that you have lit and wait for the messages to come to you, or you can draw some tarot cards. So what does Diana want to say to everybody who is watching right now? So this will be for everybody, but if you're doing it yourself, you say, what do you want to say to me, Diana? What would you like to say to everybody who is watching? You may feel trapped, Seven of Swords, but a change is coming, the Hierophant. Use balance, my darlings. I am the Queen of Pentacles. I am the Fall Queen, the pre-Fall Queen, before autumn comes, the time of Virgo, the end of August, the beginning of September. I am the Harvest Queen, the goddess of independence. I tell you watching, in order to find your balance again, because you have not been balanced, you must seek your independence again. You must stand on your own 2 feet for this change to take place. Use temperance, and you will be released from this feeling of being trapped. That's an example of how the goddess can speak to you. So that was Diana's message for everyone. But if you do it yourself, of course, you say, Diana, what is your message for me? Inanna, goddess of sensuality, what is your message for all of us? What is your message for all of us? Goddess of passion, of life's pursuits of passion, not just with other people, but with projects, with the essence of life itself. What are your messages? You have taken on too much, Nine of Wands. Now is the time to enjoy life, Six of Cups. Perhaps with a lover, King of Cups. And release your burdens, Ten of Wands. Walk away, Eight of Cups, never to look back again. You have been feeling out of balance, as Diana says. But there are many suitors available to you, the King of Wands, or maybe one is in your life. Time to take your attention off of these negative characters from your past and embrace the positive, because they are coming. The King of Cups and the King of Wands. Enjoy your life. Think of the moment. Don't think too far ahead. Don't take on too much. Savor the moment, little by little. Release these burdens. Release all of these tasks. And there you will find your balance again, your justice again. Walk away, never look back, and embrace the new. Savor the new. All right, guys, I hope you liked this. It was a little goddess channeling. This was very enjoyable for me because this is right up my alley. This is what I do in my personal life, my personal time. Thanks, Kelly, for the sweet suggestion. You always have great comments, great suggestions on my channel. I appreciate all of you so, so much from the bottom of my heart, through my heart and soul, through the divine feminine within me and within all of you. Thank you so much. Bright blessings. And if you would like a reading, go to NaomiTarot.com.